this course, which is Facilitation Skills, paper 5, and we are starting today. And I take pleasure in welcoming Mr. Parsati to this particular sort of forum. I mean, I'll briefly describe his biodata or his sort of him today. Mr. Parsati is actually a very seasoned facilitator, and in the beginning he began as an engineer, and particularly in the metallurgical area. So he had done BSc engineering in metallurgy, and he worked with companies like Rohtas Industries, HEC Limited, and all that. And then after that initial stint, he moved over to BHEL. In BHEL, he shifted to the HRM and HRD functions, and he spent his considerable time, that is of 31 years, in BHEL. And his time in HRM or HRD also was 29 years. Uh, we have, he is one of the person who is well regarded in the HRD field in Delhi, in India as such. And he superannuated from the BHUL as general manager of HRD, and in fact he was heading the HRD Institute. HRD Institute of BHEL is responsible for the management development programs for the for the entire BHEL, and is the apex training institute at Noida. And he is, in fact, not only sort of, a PG in industrial engineering, PGDM with which is MBA with specialization in HRM. He holds several accreditations to his credit: Thomas Profile, MBTI, OD facilitator, appreciative inquiry facilitator, competency assessor, and so on. I'm actually sharing his CV on the Google Classroom, so you would come to know of that. The most important thing that I would like to really point out here is that he is a professional member of ISEPS. ISEPS is Indian Society for Applied Behavioral Sciences, and there he conducts and he facilitates the what they usually call labs, both the basic lab and the advanced lab. And he is also a facilitator of T group training, the sensitivity training, which you must have as trainers really heard about it, right? And he is one person who has not only done the facilitation, but also he has developed a lot of experiential exercises, and he has written many articles, and these articles and exercises have been published in none other than the this what is called the Annual Handbook of Human Resource Initiative, which is like the Pfeiffer Jones annuals. I think in due course of time, in fact, you will come to know that Pfeiffer Jones is one of the great sources of experiential exercises, and it's one of the most recommended resource for these exercises and this ability to facilitate and all that. So this is just a brief overview of this our Mr. Parsati. Mr. Parsati, I welcome you and I thank you for accepting our invitation to do it. I'm sure in interaction with the students, students will be greatly benefited from your large and very deep experience that you have. So thank you very much, and over to you, sir.
Thank you, Kaushal Saab. And good morning, all of my friends, including Mr. Agarwal and others, if there anybody is there. It's matter of really great privilege to contribute for the great organization like ISTD, the oldest organization in our country, dedicated to the profession of training and development. And I have been very happy to be associated with it since a very long time. And you will be happy to know that more than a dozen publications might have come in the 80s and 90s. One small book also, which I wrote on their request, that is on performance feedback and counseling many years ago, sometimes around 88 or 89. So coming back, in between also, I have been doing something little more for ISTD. All my friends are there. Very long relationships with Kaushal Saab, and really, I'm feeling very happy to come back to meet your requirement once again. So, friends, we shall be talking about each other in other sessions also. As far as this particular session is concerned, facilitation. Uh, Facilitation we are doing every day. We are doing facilitation in our home, with our clients, with our workmen, with our people, with our bosses. So, facilitation is a way of life. But this skill is acquiring this skill is not that easy. I agree that many of us have been naturally blessed,
Don't ever bother.
naturally blessed with this skill or competency of facilitating. Many of us, those persons who have never heard the name of facilitating, but when there is some, especially some meeting or some conflict, even in villages, you will find some wonderful examples how some people have facilitated that. But here it is in the curriculum. So we shall be talking within that boundary. As far as I am concerned, my learning of facilitation has been largely with my, joining of ISAFS, Indian Society for Applied Behavioral Science. Because in our country, that is the only organization which prepares, I will say, trained or accredited facilitators. We are called behavioral science facilitators, and our main, uh, tool has been T group learning. T group, you might have um, learned during your course that it is a unstructured way of learning. So facilitation, basically, I started learning from there, and learning got matured or sharpened by other courses or other needs. As far as practice is concerned, very beautifully Kaushal Saab had introduced me. But one of the things which is very unique in my case, that I have been a trainer at the same time. I have been a practitioner also. So developing HRD systems, HRD mechanisms, HR mechanisms, and introducing them, implementing them in the organization, all has been my responsibility. What we say, na, ki concept to commissioning. So all my learning of facilitating skills through ISAPS it has been used right since beginning. I was learning also, I was using again, learning again, using, and this is going on till today. And what I can say that making changes in a very large organization, I was working with a very large organization having 11,000 managers. So making any change is very difficult there. And what I could succeed on very complex projects, only I will say technical knowledge anybody can acquire. But these facilitating skills have helped me a lot in making semi-technical interventions and pure managerial interventions, like say manpower planning system for this entire organization. People were not able to listen at that time because the time I started talking about reducing manpower in the organization, I was severely criticized within my own organization. And major question was that key public sector is for creating employment, and this person is telling that we have to reduce manpower in organization. So severe criticism inside the organization. And later on, I could convince my top management and all HR heads, all unit heads. And within 3 hours, 3 years, I took about 3 years. Totally everybody was devoted that no, we have to optimize our manpower if we have to. And in the success of this, these facilitating skills have played a major role. Why I'm mentioning this? Because you people are from, I will hear about you sometimes, maybe at the end of the session. It slipped off my mind. The thing is that you are all working somewhere. So it's not that this skill you are going to use only when you are holding some meeting or training program. I think you will be using it immensely in whatever profession or whatever discipline you are. So we'll make some beginning, and in this program, since it is a course, I will say professional course or academic course. So I shall be presenting you basically things which are academic in nature, but I shall be encouraging discussion from your side, questions from your side. That yeah, and anytime during my presentation, you can stop me and you can ask your question. I will try to solve it. But before I start, can I make an attempt to get your expectations? Do you have some expectations from this series of sessions we are going to hold for you? Uh, with your understanding of facilitation, any specific things which is in your mind, without any hesitation, you can share at this stage. It will help me to structure or restructure your program. Anybody can speak from anywhere.
Sir, good morning. This is Arvind here.
This is
Arvind Kumar.
Arvind. Hanji, Arvind ji.
Our expectation from this course is actually to become a good facilitator. We already are aware of a lot of theories. Basically, yes, I agree that theory is very important to pass examination. But facilitation is a very practical approach towards training.
Right.
And theories don't work in facilitation. Theories don't work in facilitation as much as your experiences and the learning and the concepts.
Okay. Okay.
If we are able to, also learn the art of facilitation, just being aware of it, I think it is going to help us more as a facilitator. Okay. If we are going to practice it in our life.
Good.
Sir, this is Ritu, this side, sir. I must thank you, sir, with the brief introduction that you made, how the mind shift occurred in the people where you have been working with a lot of criticism at your back. So this gives an immense pleasure that we are learning something very valuable in coming time, but that is the facilitation skill. So probably we are just looking for a right skill with the right attitude that we as a trainer should imbibe in us, so that we can make use in every way of in our life, sir. So thank you for a wonderful start, sir.
Welcome.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, my name is Parveen Vishish. I want to use this skill every day in my family, in my home, in my working with my colleague, with every individual I meet, sir. Thank you.
Good morning, sir. I'm Namita.
Good morning.
Sir, I would like to know how a trainer can use the facilitation skills in the training. How it is, I mean, making a connect with the trainer specifically when this is so widely used. So why it cannot be covered in the personality development program or something like that? And
Okay.
how a trainer is specifically required to, I mean, use these skills?
Yeah.
Sir, good morning, sir. I am Abhay Prakash.
Good
So,
morning.
sir, most often what happens that a trainer, instead of working as a facilitator, leads to means put himself as a means in a lecturing mode, means something he himself describing himself. Letting others' opinion come. They are in the push mode. They are telling whatever they would like to tell. So how to groom ourselves into this mode, facilitator mode? So that is, I think, it is most important to learn.
Okay. Right. Got
Thank
it. Anybody else is left? Nobody. Good. So this gave me some idea, and I think most of the things are common. What is your expectation? The limitation of this method means contacting you through Zoom or holding this session through Zoom, has a limitation. I have been holding 4 days, even 5 days long programs on facilitating skills. There, the thing is that most, what Kaushal Sir was telling, several exercises, simulations, exercises, those type of things, instruments also at occasions. Here, our limitation is that we are scattered, we are at different places, and all of us cannot see everybody's face, everybody's body language. So that will be a limitation. And this limitation I was thinking right since beginning. But the question is that in this corona, these things, many things we are learning. So I will try to make this session also as practical as possible. That will be my effort, how we can make it more interactive and how we can address to your needs. But presentation is likely to be the main mode here. Two reasons are that. One is the limitation. The other thing is that we all understand facilitation, but many of us might not be very much familiar with all or different aspects of facilitation in different situations. So that through sharing my active experiences and all, I will try to compensate for that. What I was going to tell you that practice alone may not be sufficient for learning. These days, there is an emphasis everywhere that practice, practice. But question is that if you have a reasonably good conceptual background also, whatever you will be doing on practice, you will be doing it more confidently and in better direction. Right? So anyway, this today's session is the basic session. We shall be talking more about um, some concepts or some understandings, right? Oh, yeah. Is that key? What is facilitation? What is facilitation? Can anybody speak the definition? Whatever comes to your mind.
Sir, can I?
Allowing someone to learn means facilitating means encouraging or participant to learn.
Encouraging participant to learn.
Encouraging and providing environment, providing way to learn.
Providing environment comes as another this thing. Yes, I'm very happy. I'm happy because of two. One reason is that yes, whatever comes to your mind straight away, you have shared it. And that should be the spirit of learning. And whatever you told, that is within the definition of facilitation. See, this dictionary you might have gone through. This says act of helping other people to deal with process or reach an agreement or solution without getting directly involved in the process, discussion, etc. So, what is the essence of this definition, Cambridge Dictionary definition? Helping, okay? Helping is one, and deal with a process. Process. What is a process? What is a process?
Process is a set of activities, sir, basically planned
Yeah.
activities.
Sequence of planned activities.
To achieve an objective.
To achieve an objective, yes. That I think completes its definition. So, process. So, it is dealing with a process, and people have different opinions, different ideas. So, bring out an agreement, right? But the essence here of this definition is, again, without getting directly involved. That is the most difficult part of facilitation skills, which you can learn only. Learn by your experience or learn under the observation of somebody who is good in facilitation skills. Because we are human beings. And whenever we are sitting with 5 persons, 10 persons, 4 persons, as facilitation, in the role of facilitation, the things are going on. And somewhere they touch us also. Us means the facilitator also. Facilitators' attitudes, facilitators' knowledge, facilitators' wishes, facilitators' values. So, many of the facilitators, knowingly, unknowingly, they start intervening or they start getting involved in the process directly. चुप रहना मुश्किल हो जाता है, तो चार लोग अपनी बात कह रहे हैं और facilitator has a different view. So facilitator straight away comes there and becomes a part of the debate or discussion or whatever is going on. And that is said that he is getting directly involved. And that's why this is a very difficult process for many of us that we are doing, we are helping also, but without getting directly involved. Simplest thing I have learned about facilitation is that because facilitation is done in many areas, all areas almost. The definition of facilitation is to make easy or ease a process. These days you will see in some government systems also, there is a signboard of facilitation center or facilitation. So what for? That is for this purpose, to make things easy or to make a process easy. Facilitation is the art of bringing adults together with the learning by helping adults learn through self-discovery. So learning, you also told it is for learning. We agree with that. And in this process, the self-discovery becomes very important. See the complexity. The facilitator doesn't have to get directly involved, and he is helping other persons to learn and learn through self-discovery. Means some human process, internal process is going on within everybody, and that process is to be understood by the facilitator and used it for the benefit of the group. Facilitation is also about empowering others. Actually, if you see in the dictionary definition, directly involved. If I as a facilitator get directly involved, then I may be superimposing my views, my ideas on other persons. And in this process, others might be de-empowered. But when I'm encouraging them to share their views, their reservations, their support, or even their disagreements, and what am I doing? And I'm not giving solution from my side, then I'm empowering them. Then only they will move into the self-discovery process. Facilitation involves letting go of control over the outcome of a process and giving that responsibility to the group. So this point supports facilitation is about empowering. When a facilitator does this, that he is not exercising control over the process, control over the group, then what is happening? The group gradually is assuming responsibility for this. Many times you might have seen that your participant or your junior colleague, you are trying to make that person learn something. And whenever that person is stopping, what you are doing? You are guiding him. Don't do like this. What you are doing that way? That person will not assume the responsibility. Whenever the person will get stuck up in something, person will start looking towards you. You know, sorry. In my engineering college, I think I was in third year, second year or third year, either second year. And so engineering drawing was a subject, and metallurgy, one of the reasons of choosing metallurgical engineering was that कि इसमें 2 साल के बाद drawing खत्म हो जाता है. 5 years course I did. So this drawing was very difficult. And because of drawing, one day, when I was giving the annual exam, tomorrow was the exam, and today I decided that I will not appear at the exam, and I will appear at all the subjects because of drawing in the supplementary exam. So I went to see a movie in the nearby college. I am from BIT Sindri. I did my BTech. So I went there. And when I was entering the hall, one senior person, he was 1 year senior to me. He had taken admission in 4 years course. So we were in the same hostel in the first year. He knew me very well. So he was coming out of the hall and I was entering the hall. And he saw, he was surprised and he held my, left arm and dragged me. Oh, come, what are you doing? Do you not have your exam tomorrow? मैं बोला कि exam नहीं. No, you have exam tomorrow, I know. What is the subject? I told you drawing. Oh, that's why you are moving out. Come, let's have tea. मैंने बोला picture छूट जाएगा. He took out 2 rupees from his pocket. The ticket was 175, concessional ticket for first class in that hall for my institute. So 2 rupees he gave me. कि ले लो टिकट का दाम ले लो, चलो. चाय पी के पकड़ के he took me to my hostel and he bolted the door, started teaching me. I was not willing to learn. I was telling कि I have decided. एक दिन में तुम क्या कर दोगे हमको, एक रात में तुम कितना पढ़ा दोगे. बोला कि ट्राई तो करो. I was not. Then physically I was trying to throw him as out of my room and he was physically, we had some scuffle also, although seniors with seniors, it's very rare. But that fellow, I also surrendered then. I told कि अरे यार ये तो मेरे लिए कर रहा है. So I started listening to him and right from beginning he started teaching me. Everything will speak and give me one exercise. And while doing the exercise, the moment, wherever I was having difficulty, my pencil will stop there and I will start moving towards him, looking towards him. कि भाई difficulty है बता दो. What he will do, he will snatch the notebook from me and turn out the page and give me कि फिर से बनाओ. We fought also. But वो देखा कि वो छोड़ेगा नहीं. I surrendered basically. So this way he started. So what he was doing, it was very easy for me कि oh यार यहाँ क्यों line बनाते हो? Don't make a line here, make a line here, or this line is not required. But he was not doing that. His main purpose was that कि I should learn and I should become confident. So the same type of thing I'm telling here, that control हटा लिया, हालांकि उसने control नहीं हटाया था, but he was not giving me the answer. Responsibility, he was slowly and slowly, he was giving this responsibility to me, कि you have to do your work yourself and then only I will leave it. So question is that, कि okay, facilitator is there and at every moment the facilitator has two choices. One is that कि many of us think that we are more knowledgeable than those persons whom we are facilitating. So many of us, with because of our subconscious need to lead or to show our supremacy, we immediately, oh yeah, this is a very simple thing, you don't understand it. We do that. And the moment you do that, you are not a facilitator. You are not, you are training that person, but you are not in the role of a facilitator because that person is not getting this empowerment and this freedom, this choice to experiment with or share with his or her own ideas. Yeah. Do you have to say something about this experience?
Yes, sir. It is a great experience to hear. Sometimes we do with our kids, but again the challenge comes that we starts doing ourselves if he's not able to do for 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, very true. You are telling. You might have seen. I have seen with me in my own house. I have 3 daughters, and my wife or my elder daughter, when she was teaching the younger one, वो होम टास्क उसका पूरा नहीं हुआ है, तो क्या करते हैं लोग, छोटे बच्चे को क्लास 1 में है या क्लास 2 में है, उसके हाथ में पेंसिल पकड़ा के और उसको लिख देते हैं. And this I have seen in many other houses also. So question is that if somebody is doing this way, the person is definitely not facilitating, है ना? और इसी बात की मैं चर्चा कर रहा था कि since you are not facilitating, that person will never feel empowered to do. Every time anything comes, come to mummy or look towards father, कि do it. Right. Good response. Facilitation is the art of leading people through procedures toward agreed upon objectives. Agreed upon objectives in a manner that encourages participation, ownership, creativity by all those involved. Why I have made a collection of these definitions or explanations about facilitation. And the beauty is that every narration, highlights some unique point. So it is an art. First thing is that it is an art. Facilitation is an art. Facilitation, I think all the people to whom I have met or have interacted, nobody says it is a science. Facilitation is an art of leading people through procedures towards this. So one thing comes that if I have to facilitate, I will have to have a very good understanding of procedures, human procedures specifically. Facilitation in business, organizational development, and in consensus decision making refers to the process of designing and running a successful meeting. Many persons say that whenever there is an interaction, we can call it a meeting. So facilitation is basically successfully running a meeting. Okay, I agree, although it doesn't impress me very much, but I have agreement with this. Facilitation concerns itself with all the tasks needed to run a productive and impartial meeting. Yes, I think in very few terms, this definition has indicated the objective or purpose of facilitation. The term facilitation is derived from the Latin word facilis, which means to render less difficult or to make easy. Yes, the very first thing I grasped about facilitation was this only, that facilitation is for making things easy. And this definition, this understanding of facilitation keeps me guiding everywhere, whether it is a formal facilitation session or it is a classroom or it is a discussion or whatever it is. Facilitation is the art not of putting ideas into people's heads, but drawing ideas out. Anon was a good writer in the area of facilitation. So this is what he has told. It is the art not putting ideas into people's heads. And many of us, particularly, I told it is a subconscious needs of many of us to show that I am knowing, I am a knowledgeable person, or I am an expert, or whatever it is. So what happens? We have very little patience. The moment you find people are engaging this, that, they are, do this. So that's not facilitation. These people define the provision of opportunities, resources, encouragement, and support for the group to succeed in achieving its objectives, and to do this through enabling the group to take control and responsibility for the way they proceed. So this provision of opportunity also is one, very important thing. Provision of opportunities, provision of resources, encouragement, and support for the group to succeed in achieving its objectives. It's, I think, a prime responsibility of facilitator. We should not, many of us think that, नहीं यार, वो meeting बुलाओ और आप facilitate कर दो. नहीं. Provision of opportunities. If you do your facilitation at an appropriate time, when there is an opportunity for this, people will understand it's rational. और ऐसे अपनी शौक पूरा करने के लिए आपने बुला दिया, people will not understand. You may do an excellent work, I agree, but people will not understand why it is being done. So the provision of opportunities, resources, encouragement, and support. Every single word is very important. For us as a facilitator, we should not only look at the task of facilitation, but we should look at this also. For example, resources. आप मीटिंग बुला रहे हैं कोई इंपॉर्टेंट चीज डिस्कस करने के लिए, और there are no proper, chairs to sit. Yes, in some organizations, people have called me for some interactive type of session, where basically it is a training session, but some structured exercise has been given, and the role is to facilitate it. And what facility exists there? Gallery type arrangement. Gallery type आपने देखा है ना, क्लासरूम अरेंजमेंट, उसमें भी स्टेप बने हुए हैं. जैसे जैसे आप पीछे जाएं, वो 6 इंच 8 इंच ऊपर होते जा रहा है. वहां पे यू इमेजिन दैट हाउ you will run a facilitation session where everybody is to see everybody's face. एक ऊपर है, एक नीचे है, एक गर्दन घुमा रहा है 180 डिग्री पे, कोई घुमा रहा है 60 डिग्री पे, है ना. So question is that is not a right place, and resources have to be given to them. And yes, of course, this type of things, encouragement and support for the group to succeed in achieving its objectives. So as a facilitator, we have to see everything. Whenever I have to do, I'm not the only person, I think all the trainers do that whenever I have to run a training program, say next morning, and I reach the hotel or venue, say at 2 a.m. or 1 a.m., the first thing I do after checking in, that let me see where we are sitting. And different type of experiences have been there. कैसे कैसे लोग उसको बनाते हैं, है ना. So first thing is that, because you make a conducive environment, and then only you can communicate well, and other things you will be able to do. The word facilitate comes from the Latin, which Miss Mekiji, I think it is repetition. We believe that facilitation is the art of focusing group energy on a specific goal. जो सक्सेस की बात है facilitation का, this is the crux of the issue, that how a facilitator is able to focus group energy on a specific goal and enable a role here. It is a diverse field profession and relies on facilitators who have a broad repertoire of facilitation skills and approaches. Since all the situations are not same, so it's necessary that facilitator has a number of skills, a number of tools in his repertoire. Yeah, I will ask you. Are you able to see this transparency? Hello?
Yes, sir. We're able
What,
to see, sir.
why facilitating is there?
Yeah, sir,
Yes.
it's there.
Okay. So before I come to this, anything? Any disagreements? Anything which is not very clear? Okay.
Sir, when you talked about the facilitator,
G.
facilitator is basically a process strategist, is what I understood. Uh,
ठीक है.
no matter, I mean, what you said is, even though I know about something, I would not like to, intervene the meeting or the reports, and I would not like to add my bias or suggestions or recommendations to the team. But when it comes to the process orientation, if I feel as a facilitator that the team is not directed towards the objective that we, initially we agreed upon, as a facilitator, should we not ask questions to bring the team back to the process? Because somewhere there has to be intervention by the facilitator. If the team is not doing well,
No, very, very good question, and you have given, I think, the answer also. Question is that कि group is there, for example, that participants, it has been seen that in the past so many months, say for example, participants are not coming in time to training programs. Suppose this is an issue the institute is facing. So a meeting has been called of all these faculty members and administrative people that how to, should we do something about this? Now there, even if the facilitator, leader, facilitator is having a solution, good solution in his mind, and he goes in the meeting and says that, gentlemen, this is happening, and I think we should resort to this to stop this late coming of participants. What is going to happen? How the other faculty members will feel? Tell me. If the solution is coming from the leader, how other colleagues will feel?
So the ownership will lie with the leader only, and they will not feel connected.
They will not feel connected. You may issue an office order, but it will not be obeyed. It happened at my institute. We are one of the most disciplined institutes, and my participants are senior managers, senior people normally, DGMs and above. And we found that since they are senior group, so they have started coming whenever they want. They will vanish from the classroom for half an hour to attend some call or something like that. Again, they will come back. So question is that what to do? Should we go with this or should we do something? After having a lot of data, a meeting was convened. We had in some formal, informal chit chat that should we go or are you happy about this? Everybody told no sir, all our sincerity efforts is wasted. Seriously, we are not able to create that sort of, seriousness in the classroom. Okay, then the question is that what to do? Marathon meeting 3 hours, 4 hours went on, different solutions. एक आदमी solution देगा, दूसरा बोलेगा it is not possible, it is not possible, है ना? So one day we could not decide anything, and the meeting was discontinued. Another day we came for this meeting in the evening, that there is no time boundary and nothing is left. Arey, lot of Allah Gula, all these things happened, but ultimately, what came from them? We should be very strict. On the first day of the training program, if somebody comes after the inauguration session is finished, is over, that person will simply be returned. He will not be allowed to attend the training program. Let it be 2 weeks training program, 5 days training program, 10 days training program. एंड इस पे आई वाज सरप्राइज कि ज्यादा हल्ला गुल्ला नहीं हुआ, उन्हीं में से आया, पार्टिसिपेंट से ही आया. एट द मोमेंट समबडी आस्क्स, द पर्सन इज आस्किंग, देन यू गिव अनदर सॉल्यूशन, है ना. तो कोई बोलता है कि नहीं लंच तक उसको लंच तक अलाउ कर दो फर्स्ट डे, कोई बोलता है कुछ कुछ कुछ, लेकिन अल्टीमेटली आई वाज साइलेंट. आई टोल्ड देम दैट यू पीपल डिसाइड एंड देन यू टेल मी, बिकॉज इट वाज वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर मी टू स्टे देयर. बट दे टोल्ड कि नो सर, आप चले जाओगे तो फिर यहाँ दूसरा हो जाएगा. एनीवे, I was silent. I was observing, seeing what is happening, and ultimately, बड़ा तगड़ा डिसाइड हो गया कि फर्स्ट डे till this 9:30 say we start. Participants are to come at 9:30. Inauguration starts at 10 o'clock. 10 to 11:30 will be inauguration. And anybody comes after inauguration session is over, person will be returned back. त्रिची से आ रहा है या बंगलोर से आ रहा है, doesn't matter that. They took a decision. Similarly, from the classroom, if somebody is absent for more than 10 minutes, that person's training program will end there itself. If somebody vanishes without permission of the program director, even for that 10 minutes, okay, bathroom, toilet is a different thing. Attending a short call is a different thing. Program will stop there itself, and you'll be surprised that it was implemented. और सिर्फ 4 साल इस डिसीजन के बाद मैं रहा वहां पे. 2 times, only 2 times a participant has to be returned back, from one from Bhopal and one from Tiruchirappalli. और उसके बाद में ये नौबत ही नहीं आया. अगर we were advising them that you come previous day, previous afternoon आ जाओ, रात में आ जाओ, वहां पे आ जाओ, and it was happening. उसमें भी somebody's flight is missed or this thing is there, immediately they will telephone the program director कि सर हमको लेट हो सकता है थोड़ा सा. कभी कुछ नहीं करना पड़ा. So question is that कि solutions तो हो सकता है, because many of us are more knowledgeable than others or more experienced than others, but the fact is that कि अपना solution आप देंगे तो what ma'am told just now, they will not they will not feel responsible for that, they will not own that responsibility. लेकिन चूंकि उन्होंने खुद ही डिसीजन लिया हुआ है, तो उस डिसीजन में आपको इंटरफेयर नहीं करना पड़ेगा. Once it happened, a big person was coming and वो लेट हो गया, वो लेट हो गया और विदाउट एनी इंफॉर्मेशन लेट हो गया. प्रोग्राम डायरेक्टर was a junior fellow. आने वाला आदमी GM था जिसको अटेंड करना था. प्रोग्राम डायरेक्टर was a deputy general manager. But that lady came to me, sir, this person has come late and I have not allowed. Where is he? He is in the library. So I told her, then what for you have come to me? So silence, and then she told me to inform you. That's all? Only for inform or something else? To inform you. Okay, I got the information. She was not leaving the room. ने बोला अब क्या प्रॉब्लम हो गया? सर क्या करें उनको? हमने बोला कि you are part of that decision. Yes sir, take your own decision. Whatever decision you take, I will be with you. And that person straight away told me, sorry sir, you can't break the rules, you have to go back. The person came to me, he had of tea with me. He told also his problem, but he did not tell me that you stop me from going. And I also did not tell him that you don't go, because these are the very crucial things. So question is that why that lady was owning up, because it was not my decision. Had it been my decision, she could have only informed कि सर एक आदमी लेट आया है, आपको जो करना है आप करो. Difficult thing. Yeah, we are going to, I think our session is up to 1:30. So why facilitation? I think all these things which we have discussed so far, directly or indirectly, it is bringing to your minds why facilitation is required still. And anytime, I've told you that no need to wait, no need that I shall ask you and then you can stop me anytime and tell your points. So facilitation helps everyone to feel that they had their say and worked together to achieve the best possible outcomes. Clearly, facilitation has an important role to play in business success. कोई इसमें doubt नहीं है. Furthermore, facilitation skills can also help team members to understand how to improve business communication. Yes, business communication, whether it is a directive communication or participative communication, supportive communication, or what we say restrictive communication, the facilitation skills helps us to distinguish between them. Facilitation is important because as well as having a skilled facilitator run a lead a business should also help focus. छोड़िए सब फालतू है. Yeah, the common understanding that when you ask someone to be a facilitator, the very first thing comes to his or her mind is that probably think about think about hearing a meeting.
Excuse me, sir, your voice is breaking.
Yes, it happened with me when I was an advisor to Tata Power Ideal. I was their advisor. Oh, that is some internet, but that also I think creates some problem. Is it okay now? Are you hearing me?
No, sir. Not very clear.
Some problem is there. Yeah, this is something beyond.
Sir, I have one question.
Sure.
Usually, any facilitator, he is the process owner. What is a good practice while facilitation? Like when you give an example of coming
What
up
is
with
the?
what is a good
What is
practice? Good practice for a facilitator. When you mentioned in your example that you came up with a consensus approach for the people coming late in the program. In case if the process is violated, or in case if there is any sort of conflict of interest to the whole objective of the program, should the facilitator intervene and make them everyone aware that we are getting deviated and we have to follow this, or
yeah. Okay. Yeah, please tell me.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, are you listening to me right now?
Yes, sir. I'm able to hear you.
You had to tell something else. I think I interrupted in between.
No. The last thing is, should he choose, making everyone aware of his own process, that this is the process, or he should go for a consensus or multi-voting sort of thing?
No, what you are telling in practice when you are we are working with any social groups or any human groups, this type of thing, although rules or all these things have been set by the people themselves, still some deviation at times may be required, right? That is what you are asking?
Yeah, sir, my idea was, what is a good practice for a facilitator? Should I be because I am as a facilitator, if I am the process owner, should I take calls for any any process which is violated? I take a call and I will try to intervene, or in case of any conflict, I should intervene and try to put the whole team in line, or should I go for a questioning and consensus voting by all the attendees?
I think the last one what you are telling, that is according to me that is the most preferred alternative, because some sort of norms have been set by the group, say for late coming or whatever it is, and in case of some what I say, some very critical conditions, that suppose usko flight लेट हो गया, फ्लाइट जो टाइम से लिया था, फ्लाइट 4 घंटे लेट हो गया, 5 घंटे लेट हो गया, person has come late. At that time, what is there? At that time also, you I will have, if I am there,
Sir, your sound
I
is.
will have a meeting with my people. Why this has happened? What to do? Okay, as an exception, you may allow this time, and okay, it may happen that we have to do that. There is nothing wrong into that. But if I consider as a head, as a team leader or leader, that this person's late coming has the most genuine reason, and I tell that person that okay, you attend the program, and later on I told my people, or I don't tell them that I have done this, they will know about it. And if tomorrow when similar things happen, what will the other people do? Because अगर हमने बिना उनको इन्वॉल्व किए हुए हमने अपना डिसीजन ले लिया है, तो फैसिलिटेटर्स रोल इज ओवर देयर इटसेल्फ. वो रोल ओवर हो गया मेरा. मैं जितना भी कहूं कि नो नो, आई एम नॉट ए बॉस, आई एम ए फैसिलिटेटर, पीपल आर नॉट गोइंग टू बिलीव मी. Question is that in these critical times one have to go to them and let them realize. Not only this, sometimes bosses break. I have not broken the norm, my people have not broken the norm, but the norm has been broken by my boss. He has made a decision without involving me and yeah, suppose मैं जनरल मैनेजर हूँ या मैं मैनेजर हूँ और हमारे डायरेक्टर साहब ने कोई डिसीजन ले लिया, अब मैं क्या करूंगा उसके बाद में? जो भी नॉर्म हमने सेट किया है, दैट नॉर्म गो from tomorrow, I will not be able to exercise that norm. So the fact is that the better thing is that this thing should be again thrown to the people. If time is there, if resource is there, you do that. हमने तो ऐसा भी किया है कई बार कि वो few members are on traveling, they are going somewhere in train or something, और मीटिंग में से मैंने उनसे फोन से बात किया है कि वी आर टॉकिंग ऑन दिस इशू एंड व्हाट इज योर ओपिनियन, tell your opinion, and we have discussed and we have taken the decision. So the last point what you told is the best thing. और बाकी तो होगा तो फैसिलिटेशन वो नहीं होगा, वो कुछ और हो जाएगा.
Thank you so much, sir.
Not satisfied?
I said thank you, sir.
नहीं, I'm telling you, are you satisfied with the answer?
Yeah, I am satisfied.
What is your satisfaction level? 60%, 50%?
Sir,
Because what is a good practice? As a facilitator, I cannot say that this is the only practice.
right. It depends.
This is one of the good practices that I have.
I guess somewhere it also depends on the audience.
Ji?
I said, sir.
Yes, sir.
I said sometimes it may also depend upon who is the audience, and accordingly, the facilitator may take a call.
हाँ, वो तो हमारे हाथ में है ही, है ना?
Right.
लेकिन सवाल ये है कि वो तो हम ले सकते हैं, लेकिन if I see myself in the role of a facilitator, then I have to involve the group. Are you getting me? If without involving the group, even if I have taken a very good decision, I am not in the role of a facilitator. हाँ, sometimes इसको वेटिंग करा सकते हैं. क्या हुआ एक बार बहुत साल पहले, I was very junior. I was, I think, deputy manager, and I was in charge of manpower planning in corporate office. Manpower planning was my creation, rather. And I succeeded because I had a very strong director personnel who hooted me out in the first meeting when I was talking of reducing manpower. But after 2 weeks, after 1 month, I had another meeting. And in that meeting, since many of the HR heads had seen that director has hooted me out, I had to close my 3-hour meeting in 45 minutes. Uh, so when I had another meeting on similar subject, similar theme, this time director I invited. That time he had come uninvited, and he sat down, and the GMs have started hooting me. Two reasons. One reason is that ki director had hooted him out. He doesn't like him. So if I start hooting him, director will start liking me more. तो उनमें 3-4 लोगों में कंपटीशन हो गया हुटिंग करने के लिए. एक ट्रांसपेरेंसी में लग गया करीब आधा घंटा. दिनों ये ट्रांसपेरेंसी नहीं था, हाथ से लिखने वाला था. उसके बाद में when 4 or 5 persons were doing this, then what happened? Director came out and he told ki norm is norm. Once the norm has been set that every requirement of manpower, whether it is of a casual worker or lower skilled worker, that demand will come to corporate office and manpower planning cell led by Parsa Sarthi will examine that and he will obtain my approval. Then only unit will be allowed to induct manpower after getting a letter from Parsa Sarthi. So this was in the meeting somehow people understood that today's director mood is different. What happened after 5-6 months? The system was working very well without any exception. The director himself went to one of the units on his usual tour. Executive director of the unit, when director goes, they start pampering him because he's board member. The executive director of the unit somehow made him very happy or satisfied, and in his good mood, he forwarded a note for recruitment of some 30 skilled workers, some welders and some fitters and some machinists. And this gentleman signed it, approved. Okay. Next morning, director also came back. That ED also came back. ED, that I was a very difficult person in approvals. Unless until I am satisfied, I will not put my recommendation. And he was very egoistic, ED. So he came to my table where I was sitting with 3-4 other officers. Came to my table and in his very unique style, he dropped that paper on my table and he told ki Partha, at 3:30 I will leave from here. I think by the time I will get a letter from you. Letter means letter to recruit these people. And he left. And the way he was showing, I felt very bad. It means he was showing, Arey, tum to bada ye analysis, that analysis, everything you do, and then also you don't do it that easily. And see, I have got everything on a platter. So I felt very much hurt. I felt very much hurt. And after 10 minutes, 5 minutes was a departmental meeting. Again, director himself is there and all of us corporate office, HR executives are there. So in that meeting again, director Saab was telling something that we should obey this, we should obey this, we should do this, we should not violate those norms, this, that. And he was very sincere person. I'm not criticizing him. So he gave an example that आप इनको देखो, पार्षद सारथी को देखो, he is दानवीर कर्ण. कोई भी प्रपोजल इनके पास ले आएगा, किसी को खाली हाथ नहीं लौटने देते हैं. I think all of you understand Hindi. Means anybody comes with a manpower proposal, this person will not allow him to go empty-handed. कुछ ना कुछ तो ये recommend कर ही देगा. So he was basically accusing me that I am very loose in recommending manpower. And again, I was a very different type of executive. I felt very much hurt. And friends were laughing, smiling, looking towards me. So I also came out and I told him, but sir, I recommend when there is some reason. I asked, and then people thought that now this director is going to lambast him because he was a very strong taskmaster, dictator. उनका image था कि dictator है वो. कोई उनसे बात नहीं करता था direct. And I told him straight away कि मैं तो sir, I told in Hindi that whenever I recommend based on something I told him. कुछ रीजन, हाँ कुछ रीजन होता है तभी मैं रिकमेंड करता हूँ. तो उन्होंने क्या कहा, और इट मीन्स यू आर टेलिंग दैट आई रिकमेंड विदाउट रीजंस. अरे यार कहाँ से कहाँ बात पहुंच गई. आई टोल्ड को नो सर, आई डिड नॉट मीन दैट. नो दिस इज इन योर माइंड, यू हैव टू टेल मी. मेरे को तो मैं बोला कि सर बट एटलीस्ट विद दिस प्रपोजल, आई शोड हिम द नोट. The same thing has happened. अरे यार सब लोग मेरे को दबा रहा है कि क्यों वो बक रहा है, क्यों इनसे लड़ाई कर रहे हो. But he was silent for a moment and he did not shout on me. What he's telling, कि if you think so, you can cancel it. You don't give him later. He told me straight away. I told कि यार ये तो ज्यादा हो गया. तब तक एक दूसरा आदमी उसमें था, वो थोड़ा सा मुंहफट टाइप का भी था, लेकिन उनके सामने नहीं बोलता था. दैट डे ही स्पोक. अरे सर वाह. Whenever something is to be given, you will give, and when something is to be stopped or withdrawn, Partha will withdraw. है ना? Another dose to him. And now that person told that, okay, I am promising I will not do it in future again. Now you see the power. That person was powerful, most powerful. अरे मेंबर है, उसने दे दिया 20-25 आदमी को साइन कर दिया, तो उसमें कौन सा गलत काम कर दिया? वो तो उनके पावर में है. But a great lesson to many of us. ये फैसिलिटेशन सेशन नहीं था, डिस्कशन सेशन था. और डिस्कशन को कम्युनिकेशन, इट वाज ए कम्युनिकेशन मीटिंग बेसिकली. But how that gentleman handled it? अपने पावर को उन्होंने यूज नहीं किया, और पावर को यूज नहीं किया. उसके बाद में क्या हुआ? उसके बाद में दिस थिंग बिकेम व्हाट वी से ना कि पत्थर की लकीर हो गई. सारे जगह ये बात पहुंच गई. ये हो गया कि भाई प्रपोजल भेजो, यू हैव टू बी सीरियस, and it will be very seriously scrutinized here. Unless until this cell recommends, nobody is going to give you any manpower. And that was the success of, that was the secret of the success of that. So this is not within, what we say, it was not a formal facilitation session, but that gentleman facilitated it. And what I'm sharing with you, it's a matter of, I think, 84 or 85. And still it is in my mind the same way. So question is that, ki jo aapka, what was your question? Ki many options are there, but this is also one thing that if somebody has taken a unilateral action again to build bridges with his people, he can reconsider the decision. Okay. Now, I think 10 minutes are left. Why facilitation? Helps everyone to feel that they had their say and work together to achieve the best possible outcome. And that's why when we are having our training in facilitation in the beginning, nobody trains us in facilitation. We are not seen in the as a participant, we are attending these different groups. So something is filtering down that this is facilitation, this is facilitation. And when we move from, basic lab to advanced lab to phase A, professional membership, at, at that time, not even at that time, when we move to phase 2, at that time, one of the things on which the people are being examined is facilitation. So question is that the basic thing is that we should try our best to understand these human processes. When we understand the human processes, I think we shall be able to facilitate it more effectively. So, because everyone to feel that they had their say and work together. Many persons by habit, they remain silent in the groups. Many persons by habit, they are there that even if they are agreeing, they will not say that, yes, they will not throw any verbal or non-verbal signals whether they have agreed or disagreed. So it's the task of the facilitator to ensure that everybody that feel that they had their say. Clearly, facilitation has an important role to play in business success. Furthermore, facilitation skills can also help in team members to understand how to improve business. Yeah, we have done it last marathon. It is creating a structure and environment that makes it easy for people to collaborate. It is a collaboration process. Facilitation is a collaboration process. As a silos, but they become, uh, yeah, they become collaborators. They collaborate with each other. And for that, the facilitator creates a structure and environment. Facilitation is about bringing diverse group of people together and making it easy for them to work together. We all know that. Facilitation is somewhat delicate process that requires the facilitator to maintain a balance between encouraging the members to participate in the process and controlling the process. Very difficult thing. Very difficult thing for for most of us, I will say, facilitators in the role of facilitators. Maintain a balance. एक तरफ हमें जो participants हैं, we have to keep them feel encouraged also. And the other way, control the process also. The process doesn't go haywire. When the process is moving towards achievement of the goals, we say process is functional process, or intervention, if anything has been made, it was a functional intervention. But when lot of discussions are happening, even collaborations are happening, but the the group is not, or the process is not moving towards the desired or hoped for results or goals, then we say it is a dysfunctional process. So highly cordial group, highly collaborative group may also result into a dysfunctional group or dysfunctional process. So maintaining a balance between the two cannot be learned by lectures. It has to be experienced only. Without facilitation, the organization risks stagnation and unhelpful conflicts. Yes, you can say that those organizations or those groups where this type of culture is not there, that people should sit down and discuss their things openly, uh, those organizations risk stagnation and unhelpful conflict. I will say, when I was in the HR group of my company where I was working, this same director, he came from one of the units. He was an executive director there, spent a lot of so many years in the company. And basically, he found that it was his observation that the executives in personnel are not talking to each other, interacting with each other. Their tables are joint, but what the one side is doing, the other side doesn't know. No sort of emotional or that sort of attachment. No discussion of culture of discussion. Things are expedited by notes and papers only. So that person talked to me. I was a student of Hodi those days, working in the company, and he talked to me. He thought that I understand more than others this process and all things. And then he advised me that what to do. He asked me what to do, and I told him, sir, why don't you bring a respectable OD consultant, and he should work here for some time for us. It was done. A good consultant was brought. And one of the recommendations was there, which basically helped in making the breakthrough, was that every day, at least for 15 minutes from 9:15 to 9:30, all executives, means managers in the HR function, will assemble in a round table hall, in a hall at our same floor, and director or ED, whosoever is there in the office, everybody will be present there. And again, 9:15 means 9:30, 9:15. 9:30 was not. So that culture had a lot of problems in the beginning, but after 15 days, that became a very enjoyable period. Anybody is having any issue, we will openly share. Everybody knows what is happening, what is not happening. And I think that provided a good environment for facilitation. So question is that there are many regions of uh, facilitation, and in your expectation, somebody told that I want to use it every day in my life. And I think that is the purpose of learning these skills. And with these limitations of the session, we will emphasize on skills when times comes. So I think 4 or 5 minutes are remaining. If anything I have missed out, or anything you would like to ask, or any task you would like to give me, you are welcome. Please.
Any task you want to give us?
Not today.
Seriously, I'm asking, sir. Anything we starts doing from today in my family or the people whom I'm meeting?
ऐसा है कि not next session it may not be required. From literature, from anywhere, you try to grab group understanding, group procedures. Understanding group procedures. It is very much akin to understanding group dynamics. Group dynamics you people might have studied also. That's why I'm not telling that. So I think if you have some background on that, group procedures or group dynamics, that will help us to understand.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
Thank you very much, sir.
Because throughout, not only throughout this course only, in your professional life, in your personal life, that will help you a lot. Okay. Anybody else has any sort of questions? Any clarifications? Can you briefly tell about you? What do you really do? Well, it means you are from which profession, or yeah, in this limited time, as many people as can. To rest, we can talk in the next session. Anybody can begin?
Yes, sir.
Sir, my name. Sorry, ma'am, please do.
Sir, I am Namita Malik, Deputy Director and a faculty at Defense Headquarters Training Institute. And I have been in training for quite some time now. I'm a recognized trainer and a master trainer of DOPNT in designing of training, sir.
Great, great. I think your institute has done good work in the past. We were also, but it was not Defense Institute, some other institute, right? Where is it situated? Your Defense Institute?
Sir, that is just next to South Block, in A Block
Okay.
apartments. And
Right.
earlier I was in ISTM also, sir, Institute of
Mm.
Secretary Training and Management.
I was talking basically about them because I have seen their literature and they were coming from there, and we were also sending participants to them.
Yes, sir.
Right.
I was there for 6 years, sir.
Great.
Thank you, sir.
Very nice to know about you. Yeah.
Sir, my name is Parveen Vishist. I'm a mechanical engineer with 18 years of experience into sales and marketing, sir.
Okay. Sales and marketing.
Yes, sir.
So you are doing facilitation more than anybody else, I think.
Yes, sir. We do every day. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. और कोई बोलना चाहेंगे? मैं
Sir,
बंद
I
कर
am Abhay
दूंगा
Prakash.
टाइम से, डोंट वरी.
Sir, I am Abhay Prakash. I am from LIC of India. So I am working in this Management Development Center, Apex Training Institute of
LIC.
Yes.
Okay. Where are you posted, sir?
Mumbai.
Mumbai. Great. Okay. Okay. I think you know my contacts. You can contact me by email or mobile anytime you want. Right? Anything comes to your mind, you may contact me regarding this. Regarding our learning, I mean. Because other than learning, I can't do anything for anybody now. Right, sir? Okay, ma'am. Shall we close?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir.
You shared a lot of rich experience that you had, and we are very thankful to you, sir.
Welcome.